Right, so what we got? Last 2 rounds. So Zandvoort and Snetterton. So Zandvoort is usually good, isn't it? Maybe. So I have no idea about these last 2 races. So Zandvoort, we've done pretty good with this, haven't we? So in first season, I got a win. When it appeared in other seasons, I was leading and I got disconnected. I think another race, I got a 2nd place. So I think I've done well here. But what car are we going to be in? Some Lotuses and there's some Hondas, some BRMs on the line. I'm coming to the grid very late. Right, we are 2nd on the grid. Mike Wrightson, who's been having a stormer of a season in his Cooper. He's now switched to the Lotus for Zandvoort. We've then got Ralph Mafe in 3rd. We've had some good battles with him. We've also got Richard Foster. Unfortunately, we've had some annoying, annoying battles with him. He normally is in the BRM. He starts way down the field, and he beats everyone on pit strategy because he skips like 6 places. So it's going to be very difficult to beat Richard Foster. So the Ferraris are going to need to pull a gap. So what do we watch? Do we watch this one or this one? It's a good start. Don't think we're going to beat the Lotus off the line though. 27 laps of this. Clean into turn 1. There doesn't seem to be any big issues. There's a bit of a gap between 4th and 5th. Really don't like this camera because it's far too close into the car. Off we go to try and chase a Lotus. I don't think we're going to be able to catch a Lotus. But Richard Foster is in 3rd now. Rectify our disconnection that we had either last season or the season before. We've dropped 3rd place though. Works in our favour, I'm guessing. Is this going to be another one of those races where I'm just in this void? Maybe. Mike Wrightson has been in the Cooper most of the season. He's been generally on the pace. I thought that he's probably leading the championship. He's got a few wins this season. There being a bug to do with the Lotus, I think, where that you would somehow get the performance of the Lotus in some of the other cars if you chose the Lotus and then went back to another car. something like that. Let's hope we don't end up spinning it like we did last time. Stay away from these bloody curves. Keep them in sight, so 132. Staying with him, he's eking out a little bit of a gap. Just did similar time, 127. But we know from before that this is a very hard track to pass on unless you've got a little bit of a pace advantage. Or if you can push someone into a bit of a mistake, because I was stuck behind so many people in the last round here, which pretty much ruined my race. I can't remember who it was I was behind, but they did ruin my race. They were 3 seconds a lap slower, but I could not get past them. So, whee! Larry, we're now down to the 127s. Looking a little bit ragged. Just kind of eking out a bit. So 126.1 for him, 127. So he eked out half a second, about a second like that. There's a character chase. I don't know when we're going to come upon lapped cars or anything. But if I can stay this close, I've got him on pit stop. So he's probably going to stay in the pits 10 seconds longer than me. So there is that. And let's hope the next round, we're going to be going back to Snetterton, which was the last round of last season, maybe the season before. It was a disaster for me. If something could go wrong, it did go wrong. We're in the, I think Mike Whiteson's hit his fastest lap, and I'm just getting faster, so I'm closing by half a second that lap. It's still quicker, but I've got leftover pizza for dinner tonight. Fun, fun, fun. Can't get fine with those curbs. Yeah, but we've done that before. We've pulled out a gap on Foster. So we're coming through these two bends. He's still, so we're about maybe 10 seconds. But he's got like 20 seconds on me. Because he's only going to do a stop and go. I mean, if I pit late, it would obviously mean I've pulled out as much gap as I can. Magnusson's getting faster. He's now dipped into the 125s. A bit ragged. So we'll switch to the pit lane and see if we can calculate a gap. Whoa, steady. Right, so there's Mike Wrightson. 1, 2. Oh, bollocks. I'm coming into the pits. Alright, here's the BRM. Honda's coming into the pits as well. Thankfully, he doesn't come into the pits in front of me. Honda only needed to do a couple of seconds. Right, so we've come out the pits in front of the BRM here. Thankfully, we didn't have to. Right, so we're out in 6th place. So we got Saxoner in 4th, Baz West in 5th, a not pitting Ralph Mafe, a Richard Foster, and I think that Mike Wrightson's too far ahead to be on my camera. So we're coming up with a clear track. That's good. So we have to hope that the others don't. Pits. So we passed Baz. So by the time that Saxon has slowed down and stopped, I think I may pass them because I can see them just over the top of the hill there. Going to be very, very close, but I think if I'm going full speed down the straight, I'm just going to zip by into turn 1. So a podium may still be on here. It's that darn BRM. You see how close I am now. There's no way that he would pass me through a pit stop. His pace is just so low. So I'm going to pit in this time around. You just got to hope that he doesn't hold me up. Up into 5th place now. I should pass the other Ferrari of life. Remembering fondly that we grabbed a win from Saxena at Silverstone on the last lap. A late pit stop. I'm not being slowed down, so I'm still in the mid 126s, which seems to be my race pace. I think the Lotus probably has to stop for about 30 or 35, something like that. So as long as I'm not held up by this guy, then so looking at his lap times, he's doing 1:28, so he's 2 seconds a lap slower than me. So, we had this trouble before, if you remember. So as long as I can get a run out of the final corner on him. I just cannot get really close. Get on that throttle really early. So I've already dropped my pace down to 1:28, so I'm hemorrhaging time again. Hope that he makes a mistake. I'm dropping 2 seconds a lap now. So Ralph is just ahead. Foster's just ahead of him. See me in the mirrors. Over him. I just can't do anything. It's all about the final corner. If you can't stay with him into the final corner, then I've got no hope of passing him. Run. He was squeezing me there. He was squeezing me. He's still there. He's still there. Let's see. I mean, I'm over the right-hand side of the track. Slight lock up. I think a bit too nervous on the inside. And then I think I got on the throttle too early and then got a bit of oversteer. Whoa! One of our wheels suddenly broke. Hemorrhaging time. At this rate, Mike Wrightson's gonna leapfrog us through the pit stops. West behind us. Got to do all that again. So Rafe Mafe must have pitted. There's Mike Wrightson. He's at the start-finish line. That's a long time. Yeah, I mean pitting late is probably a good shout because of the field gets a bit more strung out, so you can there's bigger gaps to fit into. But I caught this Honda so quickly, but now I'm just hemorrhaging 2 seconds of lap. I mean, as long as you can defend coming down into turn 1, I've got no chance overhauling them. I don't remember an instance where you could really launch it around the outside. This is pretty much... I'm up to 4th now. So again, this is ruining my strategy with Richard Foster. Richard Foster may have already pitted. He's doing 128s and 29, so I've got pace on Richard Foster. Go on! Go on! That's a better exit. So, remember that season? Do you remember that season where I was the person here? And someone overtook here? And I think I was of the opinion of, I've got a clear track. I don't know about you. You can get fucked. I have no obligation to fade out the throttle. So that was Mike Wrightson. I don't know if the moderator is going to look badly on that. But turnabout's fair play, I guess. So we're up to 2nd. Still got the BRM. And we've now got a Lotus behind us. Whoops. Feeling the pressure already. I mean, can I keep a Lotus behind me? Is that at all possible? Alright, so there's a BRM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 seconds. But now I'm up to speed again, so back into the 127, so we're going to be catching this BRM. I don't know if I can hang on to this win. Just waiting for the BRM to come down the pit straight. There it is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Getting closer. And I did my fastest lap of the race, so 125.9. Amazing what happens when the Lotus is behind you, isn't it? So I'm probably matching Mike Wrightson's pace. Got lap 16 of 27, so we've passed half distance. Right, BRM. There's 2 BRMs, I don't know which one's which. It's the one that's right ahead of me, so yeah, I'm just on a faster lap of the race, 125.7. I am on fire. I think I can smell a victory here. So I'm just coming through the hairpin. So we've got 2 BRMs in front of us. One's a lap car. Yeah, that's 11th place. So he needs to get out the way. Otherwise this will all be for naught. That's good driving. So a couple of cars are bearing down on him. But we're in visual range. See, there he is. Even if he stops. Even if he stops. Ooh, I think I was being cheeky there. I think I was being slow on the apex there. Didn't look like I got a good exit. So maybe I was thinking with my racing brain, I'm thinking if you get a slower exit, if you're slower on the apex of the last corner, the faster car checks up a bit. It did seem that I was very slow out the last corner. I caught Mike Wrightson out a little. 127s. Can't keep to pace with that lap car. So I mean, even if he does a stop and go, I don't know whether he's done a stop and go already. Maybe he has. But this is the. I think this is the fight for third. Fight for first. Behind me. This will be revenge for all those times that he's beat me through the pit stops. Lap 19 of 27. 8 laps to go. Wrightson has to be very patient here. I mean, Mike Wrightson is one of those guys that I got to know over the subsequent years. We raced in many different leagues in many different cars. Good fellow, Mike Wrightson. Doing now. He did a bit of commentary for our league races and stuff. Got to get a good exit here. Just is gaining. Way. Just need to take a deep breath and remember that you cannot pass in the infield of this course. Taking a stab at it's gonna not work out for you. Stay as close as possible, close as you dare. Faster through this section, showing our nose a little, but we know we can't get through. It's all about these two corners. All about these two corners. Got to defend from a Lotus, and I've got to pass a BRM. Managed to box in Mike Wrightson there. Worked out beautifully. He took the BRM draft, and I took the clear track. I mean, this is going to be very close. I mean, that Lotus has the legs on me on the straight. I think this is one of my favourite races so far. So I've got to go as defensive as possible down the main straight. If he gets anywhere near my draft, I've got to go shallow. Got no option. Five laps to go. Pull out just enough. So we've got a Honda ahead. So he's not quite close enough through the final corner. Let's chuck him another lap car. So we've got ahead of us. All Bird is in 10th. Put another lap car between me and Mike, then that would be great. 23 or 27. I mean, we've had a couple of good races this season. We've had some absolute howlers, but now am I going to catch? Oh dear. Oh! That was lucky. Did I scare him off the road? It looked like it caught out Mike a bit. That's given me a bit of breathing space. That was heart and mouth stuff, seeing that Honda go off and then wondering when it was going to come back onto the racetrack. In the 126s. Mike Wrightson showing his nose. So we've got a Brabham not far ahead of us. I think we will catch it before the end of the race. Mike Wrightson's got me kind of beaten in the middle sector, but he can't do anything with the Lotus power through those sections. He's just got to stay as close as possible going through the final two corners. I don't think I've actually gone defensive yet. He's right up to the back of me again. Still not close enough. 25 of 27. 2 laps to go. I mean, can I... Well, it depends whether this Brabham is compliant or not. If it suddenly moves over in an inopportune place. But I mean, race circuits like this, I mean, I kind of get it in my head of unless someone does something really different, there's no passing until the last corner. So I just concentrate on not screwing up my own lines. As you can imagine that someone would need to get an overlap around some of these corners, they would need to be on the outside, but that's risky. Right, so he's a bit closer this time. He's a bit closer this time. No, he's not. Look, that's very deceptive. So we've got... This is the penultimate lap. So do I make a mistake? Hopefully not. Slow out of that corner there. We'll probably find out in the results that I got this win taken away by the moderator. I mean, I don't think I should feature in the moderator support, but we'll see. Pretty much sticking to the racing line. There's no... Shouldn't deviate from it at all. Right, so this corner he needs to get on the tower. It looks like he's the closest he's been. Right, we're going to have to go defensive. I'm fully locked up. Oh no! That was it. That was the last gasp we had. Look how locked up I am. I still made the corner. I still made the corner. I don't know whether there was some... Whether there was some netcode in there, but I don't think... I deviated a little from the racing line. I think I'm scared Mike off the road, really. Because I would have been in his blind spot. All he could probably see was nothing. Although I think he did brake a bit too late and ended up scaring himself off the road. But I mean, if there was flat spots, my tyres would be feeling horrible right now. I mean, he was in an unenviable position that he was on the outside, and he would have had to keep a lot of momentum to even hope to be, you know, staying there and getting an overlap. Well, now he's making a bit of a mistake. Oh, it's a yellow flag. Oh, good. Okay. We are going to be so close crossing the line now. Oh! Did you see that? That was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Who was it? Was that Urbanski? It was. I mean, if he had only been lapped a a lap earlier. Although saying that, I think he just got lapped. So he should have finished by about a metre. Does he realise? Well, I think... See, I wonder what the moderator's going to say about that. He didn't shift R, though, and he finished under his own power, technically. So... He was lucky, I think is the word. But... Whew! Somehow we survived that. But I had to drive my absolute nuts off to get there. Okay, right. Where were we? That's Nordschleife, Watkins Glen. So we got 4th place at Watkins Glen. Although I got a penalty point for that. Kyle Army, we got a 4th place there. We're nothing if not consistent. Mexico City, we got a 3rd place there. Right, Monaco, we didn't take part. Right, Zandvoort, we did come away with a win. No penalty points. So 0.6 of a second at the end. So in the end, Richard Foster only picked up 1 place from where he started this time. Not his 12th place to 3rd that he usually did. Saxon got 7th place to 4th, not too bad. Baz got 5th to 5th. But Ralph dropped from 3rd to 6th. I think I managed to... Was Ralph ahead of me or behind me? I think he was ahead of me on the line. No, I was 2nd. He was 3rd. So he dropped a few places, so something happened to him. Oh dear, what did Tim Whiting do? 9 penalty points. What did he do? Tim Whiting loses Ferrari going into T3, half spinning, brakes to a halt in the middle of the track whilst half spinning to the point. To point the right way, he collects Paul Bird. With hindsight, Tim should have let his Ferrari back up off the track and then rejoin. Get off the track before trying to recover. Anyway, this rejoin was always going to be difficult from this position. So what else did he do? Carries too much speed and hits Paul Bird going into the hairpin. So you got 6 penalty points? Why has he got 9? Don't know. So I didn't feature in the moderator support, so I got away with that. But it was a very strong race in pace and in racecraft. I think I used lap cars and people coming out the pits to my advantage. And I just don't think that Mike Wrightson had the extra pace to pass. Right, last race of the season. So what are we? Division 2? I'm imagining I will probably be 4th in the championship in the end, I think. But Snetterton wasn't a good hunting ground last time we had it on the calendar. So have I learned anything? We will see. I like the 60s version of Leston. Right, we've got some Ferraris, Lotuses, BRMs and Hondas so far. I'm probably quite far down the order. Ooh, no, I'm not. So, a Ferrari. Okay, so Ralph Maish gets pole. And then we've got Graham Byford in a BRM in second. Mike Wrightson in a BRM in third. He's going to be hard to beat. Tim Whiting in fourth. I'm in fifth. Baz Wes in sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So there we go. What view should we have? Let's have that one. Laps of this. Get the greatest of giveaways. And get passed by Honda. Oh, dearie me. What happened there? So there's a Honda coming up the inside of me, and I think there's even a BRM coming up the inside of him. That was bloody risky. Trying to go 3 wide into turn 1. I think that's actually Mike Wrightson. It is! The championship leader has taken out the pole man. What happened? Oh, I think he caught him out on the brakes. Ah, I see. It wasn't actually him. It was Graham Byford. So what happened? Was he trying to fit into a space that didn't exist? You should be over here. You were nowhere near him. You were nowhere near getting up the inside there. I mean, Ralph is already turning in. You should be here. Aiming for that. But it looks like when he brakes, he just goes forwards. Just punts him off. And then Mike Wrightson just gets caught up in it. Because he can't avoid him. So that's 3 out. Baz West. Richard Foster and... Where did he come from? He's just caused absolute carnage. What is going on? So that doesn't make sense. You see, that's Graham Byford there. Right, so he goes off. That's either real or he's spinning over here, but the server has forgot him. And then he suddenly just reappears in front of me. So we're eventually going to get away in 6th. What a mess. So we've got BRMs and Hondas in front of us. 2 Ferraris I've got to chase down these BRMs and Hondas. That's 1 gone. I was... Can you say lucky? Can you say lucky? If you look at this BRM, that BRM is not slowing down. I moved out the way. He was not gonna... If I had stayed on the racing line, I would have been screwed. Right, now we've got 2 Hondas to pass. Oh. There's a Lotus there. Don't know where he came from. He must have just got away in the lead and didn't look back, but he spun on the first lap. Got pace on a Honda. We're apparently 7th. I don't know where that Ferrari went, but he's gone. So we're in 6th. So there was a lot of people that just got through unscathed. So we've got Baz West in 2nd, Richard Foster in 3rd, Ronnie Whittle in 4th, Babansky in 5th, and me in 6th. I think a podium might be on here. But Tim, I think it's Tim Whiting that's got away. He was just in the correct position at the start to avoid all the melee. So we've got 24 laps of Snetterton. I mean, last time everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I had to shift R twice, I think. I did end up crashing and taking off a wheel, which meant I had to pit again. It was a mess. Oh! Is that a Honda that's off? I think it is. We're now chasing down a Cooper. So the leader did a 127.6, I did a 128.0. Or was that, no? I think that's a 128.8. It's a shame, because I thought I might have been on the pace there. But if I ever get my act together, I want to put together a pack of 60s tracks. Because all of the older versions of like British club tracks based in the 60s just have great flow to them. I mean, we know we have like Alton Park, which I feel maybe that the elevations are maybe a little off. But then you have tracks like Snetterton in the 60s. I think Silverstone is literally just a barren wasteland in the 60s. But God knows what... I can't remember what Donington Park would have been like in the 60s. Because remember we had a little race around Donington Park in the 30s, Ben, in the Setta Corsa. Brooklands might be a good one. I know there are versions of Brooklands for Setta Corsa. I mean, Brooklands just ended up being like a half oval, half airfield and infield, isn't it? mean, they must have constructed the banking specifically for racing. There is a car. I can see a car flicking around in my mirrors, but I can't see it. It just keeps appearing ever so often. Yeah, Crystal Palace is also a good one. Someone's already made Crystal Palace. I'm talking about like for tracks that are for R-Factor 2, of course. I'm just trying to think what other British club tracks would have been good for the 60s layouts. I mean, Cadwell Park is Cadwell Park. Not a fan of Cadwell Park. Aintree, yeah. I mean, Aintree was only around in the 50s and 60s, wasn't it? It got dumped pretty fast. Thruxton. I mean, I don't think Thruxton would have changed. I haven't actually looked at it to see if there's like a layout of Thruxton for Grand Prix Legends, but I can only imagine that Thruxton was probably, if it was even around in the 60s, I'd imagine it was. It would have been Thruxton now, but probably without that final chicane. I'll have to have a look. I'm still wearing my racing boots. Look like I'm able to catch this Cooper. Oh! Penis! So it looks like Saxon might be leading. I think it might be... We've got Ralph Mafe just behind me. 6 of 24. It's a quarter distance. I just don't seem... For such a simple circuit, it just seems that I just haven't got the pace. I mean, maybe I preferred tracks which have a bit of banking to them just to help me. When it's flat tracks like this, I really, really struggled. Because the course is simple enough. The moderator's got a hell of a report to do. Stalked by this Ferrari behind me, though. I've always wondered I've always wondered how the historic races that they do, like the Silverstone Festival, where they basically take all of the old cars and continue racing them, you know, 50s cars, 60s cars, 70s cars, how they kind of get away with that in safety wise. Because the cars are still as dangerous as they were previously. I mean, some of them have probably got maybe bigger roll hoops and things like that, but they're still the same. This Honda is probably going to pit in front of me and come out in front of me. Or pit from behind and then come out in front of me. You watch. Yep. How annoying is that? Get passed by another Honda here. He was able to get around the outside there. So who's that? That is Saxoner. That is 11th place. Maybe he isn't leading then. Who was the other Honda that came? That was Paul Bird. So we're down to 10th apparently. I don't know if the car ahead has pitted. So my fastest laps are 1:27s. So are his. Damn. I mean, I breezed past most of the Hondas at the start of the race. This track is distinctly different from the whoopsie daisy, from the track we were previously racing, of course. Here, there's plenty of opportunities to pass down the straight in the draft. So we've come down from, what was it, 5th, 6th place down to 11th. Basically got BRMs, Hondas and Coopers in front of us, so unless we're going to be going any quicker than these guys, we've got no chance of getting back up to a top 5. Bye-bye. That worked out beautifully. Tim Whiting done the fastest lap of the race, a 1:26.5. My fastest lap is a 1:27. Is that Ralph Maith? It is! Because of my problems, he's pitted and come out ahead of me. He was just behind me just before the pit stop. So I lost out to Ralph through the pit stops. It looks like when I step on the brakes, it looks like the car just goes where it wants, and I just have to follow it. Can't brake in a straight line. Still a Honda ahead? It is still a Honda ahead. It's a Ferrari battle for the top 10. Although I am P10 at the moment. I just put in the fastest lap of the race. Okay. I was not expecting that. I am the fastest car on the circuit right now. I seem to be a little bit better on the brakes than Ralph. We should be able to pass this Honda really easily. Caught him at an inopportune part of the circuit though. Ralph, what are you doing? I don't think I'm going to be able to get through. He's going to pass that. No, he didn't get past. I thought he was going to just nib it out the inside there. Oh dear. I don't know if he was going defensive or trying to overtake. I just did a 126.4. We're now stacked up behind two Hondas. Oh no, no! Stay away. Nearly got over the top of poor bird there. Quite get up the inside. These Hondas are a nuisance. That's a Bansky ahead of us. Right, let's have another go at trying to overtake up the main straight. Oh, Abansky is bitten. So that's sixth. That is 9th place? 7th place. Okay. So we've got a 6th place on the cards here. I don't know if 5th is on. Lap 13 of 24. But we've definitely not got anything for the Coopers and the BRMs. Just a bit of a pity that Ralph got caught up with that Honda. Look how good I'm on the brakes! I had to even come out of from behind him, it looked like. Thought I was probably going to rear end him. That was my last lap was a 1:30. I lost 4 seconds to that kerfuffle. I can get on the back of the Honda. It just seems like I can draft past, but that's better. Close enough. Right. Still not got an overlap. See, I don't know whether I'm going to beat him on the brakes. I'm definitely more. It's this corner, isn't it? At the end of this straight, if I can brake later. Just look how much I'm gaining on the brakes. Well, I was just screwing it up coming out of that corner onto that straight. P7. Got 10 laps to go. I've only had one spin so far, which is a distinct improvement from the last time we ran this track. It does look like this Honda is a little ragged. Yeah! I'm going to take that. I'm going to say that was me putting the pressure on. 6th. So, another Honda to overhaul. So he's about half a straight away from me. We have about 9 laps to go. We can see him. We can see him. Although you can see him from the external camera, I can't see him on the internal. Oh, there he is. So, stuck behind that Honda, I did a 128.2. I think Baz was one of the Hondas that I overtook rather easily at the first few laps. It seemed a bit too easy. That final corner. Much better than it is nowadays, that stupid little chicane. I think I remember running a version of Snetterton in the R Factor days. I'm sure it wasn't a 60s version, but it was not the modern layout. I remember turn 1 and 2 being an absolute nightmare. So I think I've got like screenshots of some of the old R Factor days. We used to race the Caterhams quite a lot. And I think one in particular race at Snetterton, all hell broke loose. Well, yeah, the Goodwood chicane. Yeah, not a fan of that one. It's just a bit too tight. So we caught up with Baz quite quickly. Top 5 might be on the cards here. Lap 17 of 24. A few laps to get into the top 5. Those Hondas on the brakes are shocking. It's going to make me go the long way round. Why didn't I use the braking power of the Ferrari? I was normally beating everyone on the brakes there. I guess it's a bit tentative. Is it just a matter of time? Oh, that's taking a little bit of a chance, isn't it? Having a few stabs at that corner. So you just screwed yourself for the main straight and walk now. just did the fastest lap of the race last lap, which was a 1:26 dead. That last lap, because I've been trying to harry this Honda, I did a 1:28. So the catching was quick. The laps that I need to get past the Honda, not so quick. Lap 18 of 24. Really, you're going to need to pull out the draft sometime now. Beating him on the brakes. Can we hang it round the outside? No, we cannot. Oh, we might have the acceleration out the corner though. No, I'm guessing I wasn't too confident coming into this corner. I mean, I would have had to block pass him, to be perfectly honest, wouldn't I? I would need to really let off the brakes. Because I would have not had the inside line for the next corner. Now we've got a Ferrari coming up behind me again. As it is proving difficult. Offensive again. Oh, we locked the rears. We just about missed his rear end. That's perfect because I've got the inside line for the next corner. Are you brave? Are you brave? Are you brave? No! God damn it, man. I had that. I had it. It just came straight over the top of me. It took the race in line. Bit evil. It's got defensive again. That 20 of 24. It's gone defensive again. And again. Can I get over the top of him this time? Now we had a trial run last time. Yeah! We were able to force him over to the other side. Don't screw it up now. We set that one up. Not pleased. I was so tense there though. I was balling my fists in my pocket. That was good stuff. Oh dear. Screw it up now. So lap 21 of 24. Is that Richard Foster? No, it isn't. That's Martin Portman ahead in a BRM. I don't think we've got enough laps to be able to pass him. So my fastest, I'm a 126. He's doing 128s. So I'm catching him 2 seconds a lap. I think I'm going to run out of laps before I can get him. Unless he makes a mistake, of course. So what do you think? Do I finish 4th in the championship? 5th in the championship? 6th in the championship? I mean, I've had 1 win this season. I've had a couple of 4th places, a 3rd place. I remember one of the rounds was like 12th place or something. I missed out a round. I'm not sure if there was dropped scores or not. So I wonder where I finished. I don't know whether I got promoted the next season or not to Division 1. But we'll have to see. We are on his tail with 2 laps to go. Was it by accident though? Was it? I'm not sure it was. So I think we are probably coming into... Oh, he's made a mistake! This is around 2004, I think. Right, is this going to be the same case as it was in the Honda? I'm going to struggle to pass him because... Can we get 4th place in the last 2 laps? Come on. Can't quite get him onto brakes into turn 1. Made him go wide though. Ooh. We're feeling racy, aren't we? Aside, where are you going? Pass him before the braking zone. How are we gonna... Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's still there. Fourth. This... Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. But now we've got a Ferrari behind us. I turned up my alerts in my ear, but I forgot to turn up the music in my ear to match. So the alerts were very, very loud. Right, one last lap. We've done all the hard work to get 4th place, not to let it go now. Now, who do you think is going to be in the top 3? Is it going to be Cooper? There's probably going to be a BRM. That blasted Richard Foster. No team orders. No team orders. I mean, it's still I still want to get the 70s mod upgraded. I want to put some performance advantages and disadvantages into the pieces that you can choose for it. But I'm not a physics guy, so I can't fiddle around with stuff that I'm not really don't know anything about. There we go. 4th place. That was a strong race to round out the season. Another 4th place. I think this is the third 4th place I had. But good. Look, Ferrari's in formation as well. Good way to round out the season. Good way to round out the season. Alright, let's see. I maybe don't want something as brutal on the ears. Let's turn down that. Can I possibly have something a bit less? Let's have some Fleetwood Mac. Right, so here we go. Right, let's have a look at the our last report. Snetterton. So it was a Ferrari that won. So Tim Whiting basically missed all of that melee, got out in the lead and didn't look back. Managed to stay ahead of the Cooper by about 11 seconds. And that blasted BRM of Richard Foster. If he's beaten me in the championship, I'm going to be very pissed off. But I had so much to catch up, look. So I finished 25 seconds behind the leader. He finished 12 seconds behind the leader. So that's, what, 13 seconds to catch up? And it seemed as though I was behind those blasted Hondas for so long. They were a pain in the arse. So Paul Bird actually gets four penalty points for that. I don't know what he did. Oh, Mike Wrightson gets slapped. So there's some slapping going on here by the moderator. Lap 1, turn 1. How does he explain it? So Ralph gets a poorish start, and then Pack is close up to him, T1. Graham is closing, and it does look very tight from his view, but in fact there is room for him to ease off a bit. Yeah, he's got 3/4 of the track on his right-hand side. Graham's brakes fairly late, but looks under control. This puts him on the inside of Ralph. Much too close. Ralph gets a warp hit, and a mess collects all the others. So he gets 3 places lost for that. Hairpin, Paul Bird and Mike Wrightson. So I didn't finch you in that part. I think I was around for this bit, though, for the lap 12 incident. So Ralph comes from way back, outbraking Paul into the hairpin and managed to get the inside. Ralph keeps it very tight, but Paul turns into him. Ralph was a little ambitious from so way back. But the Ferraris were so good on the brakes into that turn. So good on the brakes. But the move was clean. From Paul's view, I think he did not know Ralph was there. He should have done. Was there when up front Eddie scrubbed off speed negotiating the hairpin. Ralph moved over to attempt to pass on Eddie and ran into Ralph. I'm going for an easy option. Racing incident. Okay. Right. So what did we get? 5th in the championship. 5th in the championship. So we missed 2 rounds. Oh, Mossport was a disconnection as well. I was doing well at Mossport, and then yeah, so we missed out on 2-point scores. We may have had drop scores, and the moderator was Chris Starks. But I mean, Richard Foster was making up so many places through pit stops. It didn't. I don't think the. I don't think the bop was that great. I mean, Ronnie Whittle got 2 wins in his Cooper. Madness. But Mike Wrightson takes away the championship by about 36 points. I got 2 penalty points for my so bad for a first round at Monza. Of course, Monza is always bad. But it seemed to pick up near the end. So it just got better and better, really, didn't it? 26-26. So, 4th place, 3rd place, missed a round, 1st place, and then another 4th place. So not too bad. Not too bad. So that was Division 2, Season 8. Ben was on the score sheet. No, he wasn't, because his Monza round didn't count. So you took part in 1 race this season, Ben, and it went badly. So let's have a look at Division 3. Where's Ben? Is Ben here? Ben is here. Ben took part in the last 5 rounds of Season 8. 1 point, 1 point, 4 points, 4 points, and 20. So he got 20 points at Snetterton. So that's Season 8. Season 9, I am still in Division 2. So we're gonna have to switch to that and make sure that we don't see any spoilers. So Season 9. Right, let's get rid of our replays of Season 8. Season 9. So, Season 9. Season 9, I've got round 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we missed round 1, and we missed round 4. I don't know whether that's due to not turning up or what. Okay. So, UKGPL Season 9. So, as suspected, the pit stop times do vary per track. So, I don't know what rounds or what. So in many of the rounds, the BRM has no pit stops. But the Ferrari would have 25 at Kyalami, 25 at Monaco, 20 at Zandvoort, 25 at Spa, 25 at Rouen, 25 at Silverstone, 25 at Nürburgring, 25 at Mossport, 23 at Monza, 20 at Watkins Glen. How they work these out, I don't know. 25 at Mexico and 25 on the add-on track. So So I'm going to have to block this out so I don't see the result. I don't want to see anything to do with the results. Right. Okay. So, according to my replays, I'm going to miss round 1. Well, you might. I'll go through it next time. So, round 2 is Rouen. Round 3 is Silverstone. I miss round 4, whatever that is. Round 5 is Mossport. Round 6 is Monza. Round 7 is Watkins Glen. Round 8 is Mexico. And round 9 is Zeltweg. So Zeltweg, I think, is basically the Österreich ring. I can't remember. I think no, Zeltweg is the airfield. But yeah. So we were planning on what was that? Voice. We were planning on doing some racing today with Le Mans Ultimate, but we didn't manage to. We didn't manage to get the race started up. Why isn't that coming up? I was going to raid them, but the stream doesn't work. Why doesn't the stream work? Must have just been his stream that's a bit screwed up. Well, I can't raid them if they're not live, can I? Never mind. Right, supposedly I'm going to try and stream tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Things may be different depending on what comes up. I mean, maybe I'll do a Satisfactory stream. Continuing with the Christmas theme. So I should be on for about 2 p.m. onwards. But yeah. So quick stream tonight. Didn't really get much done apart from a couple of replays. But we'll try and get back into some Le Mans Ultimate. I don't know if the special event's going to take place at another time. What's it saying? Discord. Or is it special rate? Because it's 4 times rating. So right, Saturday and Sunday. So there should be a 7 p.m. one. That's in an hour. I'm not really in the mood. And a 9 p.m. one. But I mean, I could try doing the... Maybe I could come on early and do the 1 p.m. Or maybe the 4 p.m. We'll see. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, whether I'm in a racing mood or not. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.